made you decide that you wanted to have treatment today?
Treatment. Well, a couple factors. For several years now, I have my family, my children, my husband tell me it's not noticeable to them at all, but I call them my 11s, right here, and it's probably years of squinting and being a mom. They bug me, and I notice them when I look, and so I have a really close friend who's a patient here, and she has talked to me off and on about a lot of the procedures or I shouldn't say procedures, but a lot of the things that she's had done here, and she looks amazing and has had all this great success, and she was talking to me about it, and I said, I've always thrown around that idea of doing something about my 11s, and of course I reached out and got an amazing response from everybody here, just so welcoming and helpful, and just decided to jump in and do it.
Good. Do you have any concerns or questions you might have before?
Yes, I am actually extremely nervous right now because I feel like this is on several levels. First of all, it's the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what it'll look like. I have fears about something going wrong in my body, reacting differently if I have an allergic reaction, or if it just doesn't go right, and I have fears of it changing the way I do look. I want it to be very natural looking. But I think one of the other big things is it's kind of like acknowledging I'm getting a little bit, I'm aging. And age is a number, and I know that. But when you look in the mirror and you see certain things, you just, you think to yourself, wow, I need to get beyond looking at that.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that all of our providers do a very good job, including the one that you're going to see. She will talk to you about the procedure beforehand, talk to you about what kind of correction or appearance you want after the fact. We do not tend to overcorrect for our patients because we know most people want to have a natural look even as they're getting a little bit older. So I would say there would not be cause for concern there.
Okay.
And it really is a very minor thing. I totally get that it feels, you think differently maybe before you have a treatment for the first time, but our providers and our staff do a very good job of helping people feel comfortable. They'll talk to you about what it is you want in terms of a result, and they will also give you all the information you need prior to providing the treatment. And they'll answer any questions you have, absolutely.
Well, and that's one of the things that in talking with my friend that already is established here, one of the things that she told me that was really reassuring, you're not going to a doc in the box or a Botox party or this, that, and the other. That they really listen to you and talk to you, and they do what's best for you. And so that's really the reason I even kind of entertained it a little bit more. So I have heard that, and I do believe that.
Good. Well, we're going to get you ready for your treatment, and you have very graciously agreed to talk again for a few minutes after you're done,
after the
we
treatment.
Can find out how it went. And so we'll see you very shortly.
Awesome.
Right. And you're back.
I'm back.
And how did it go?
It was wonderful. Didn't actually think I was going to say it was wonderful because I had made it into such a big deal in my head, and I was so nervous about it, but it was really very simple. From the second I walked in to the second I walked out of the room, I felt like all of my questions were answered, and I felt like they really took time to kind of look and see what I wanted. What did I want from this, to hear what my expectations were, which was, of course, to make it look as natural as possible. And they provided me options with how to achieve that, and maybe some next steps that we might take. And the procedure itself was 5 simple little pricks that felt like little finger pricks, and no pain whatsoever.
Great.
And she answered all of my questions, even though some of them might have been a little bit silly.
And what did they tell you to expect now that the treatment's been completed?
She explained, and took great care in explaining, that for the next 24, 48 hours, that I might start to see some subtle changes. But with this particular product, people are seeing changes a little bit quicker. but that I should expect to see greater changes within the next week, and start to notice some significant things. She told me what I should expect it to feel like. She actually explained what was happening within my forehead, what would be happening, and how it would be blocking certain chemicals and neurotransmitters and all that. It was pretty cool.
Great. And did she talk to you about maybe coming back for some after pictures?
Yeah, she did. She
Yeah.
said to make sure that we came back, that I set up something coming
Yeah,
back.
and that's usually when
pictures.
people can kind of see what the difference really is.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you had a great experience.
It was great.
Good.
It was great.
Good.
I'm excited to see what the next 48 hours or 5 days brings.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.